Welcome back to another episode of Grand Theft Auto Online. We are back here in Los Santos, and I think it's time to add another weapon to the arsenal of vehicles. Let's get it, guys. So today we're going to be checking out a relatively new vehicle in the game. At least it's new to me. It may not be new to some of you guys. It actually came out a couple of weeks ago, but I was in Paris when it released, so obviously I wasn't able to play with it then. I've been waiting to check it out on a video here with you guys. So if we go to Benny's, it's going to be in Benny's stock, and it's this one right here, the PROGEN ITALI GTB. So you guys can see here is a stock version of it, and then when you get into Benny's and you customize it and soup it all up, this is an example of something it could look like, which looks pretty insane. So this is a supercar. It's definitely very, very fast, lithe, focused, aggressive. If you've ever made passionate love to an angry jungle cat, you have an inkling of what it's like to take the PROGEN's new ITALI GTB out for a gentle spin. Wow, that's quite the description. But so you guys can see this thing is almost $1.2 million stock. So this is going to be a very, very expensive pickup. Last weekend we checked out the new Dubachi Spectre, which was a little bit more economically friendly. But we're going to see how this thing matches up, because that Dubachi was just a sports car. This is a supercar. So I say we go ahead and get it. So I've already ordered one in the interest of time, and it's downstairs in my first office garage. So we're going to take the elevator down there, and we're going to see what this thing looks like stock. All right, guys, here she is. So you guys can see I ordered it in red. We're not going to keep it as red because we made our Dubachi Spectre yesterday a red vehicle, but looks pretty mean. So the main styling, the main influence behind this car is definitely from McLaren. Most of it is from either the 650S or the 570S. They're pretty similar looking. The 570 is a little bit more edgy, a little bit more kind of, I guess, futuristic looking. I don't know. It's just, it's a little bit more aggressive, and that's where a lot of this car takes from. The rear end is actually from the McLaren P1 GTR. If you guys can see that there. You've got that P1 back end, and this thing's gonna be mean, man. It's gonna be awesome. So it looks like it already has a two-tone paint job. We've got the red on the bottom and the orange on the top. So we may end up sticking with the two-tone. We may end up switching it up and going to something else. And we're gonna see what we can do with this thing. So before we customize, I just want to take it outside and see what this thing has to offer. Run it into a wall real quick. So it's pretty fast off the bat. Obviously, there's a lot of customization to go. Somebody's trying to shoot us already. Pretty basic on the inside. Oh gosh! Oh, that's horrifying. That's absolutely horrible. That's what it looks like to T-bone somebody at 150 miles an hour. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty good looking car by itself. I definitely don't mind it as it is, but with the customization we can do at Benny's or here in our garage with all of our books. Oh my gosh, seriously? Alright, back in the safety of our garage. But as you guys can see, I mean, this thing looks pretty good by itself, but through the customization option, we're going to be able to add on some crazy front bumpers, rear diffusers, wide body kit, all kinds of cool stuff, which I'm actually really, really excited about. So we're going to go ahead and get back in our vehicle. We're going to press right on the D-pad, I believe, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we are going to take this thing into our custom garage, and we're going to see what we can get done. So I'm trying to think of something we haven't really done a whole lot of so far. We just did red with the Dubachi Spectre in the last episode, so we definitely are going to do that. Let's go through and let's purchase everything that we know we definitely want without a doubt. So lights, we'll do some xenons, mirrors. Ooh, you can have custom mirrors. We're going to wait on that. Roof, skirt, spoiler, transmission we're gonna want, turbo we're gonna want, wheels will change later, windows will tint out. Alright, looks good to me. 352,687. We're gonna want to do that first. Okay, there we go. So wow, that took the exhaust from the bottom up to the top. It also added those wide body fenders. Holy cow. This thing is mean looking now. Okay, so bumpers. Should we go back to what we were using before? Oh, dude, there's so many new options now. That looks pretty sick. The extreme bumper. No rush at all. See the radiator. I kind of like that extreme bumper, dude. I think that look almost like in Hypersport looking a little bit. Okay, so rear bumpers, let's see what we have here. Yeah, so this totally changed up all of our options that we had. I'm going to say let's go with the carbon touring diffuser, chassis, fenders. Okay. Rounded.
You can think it, I can do it.
I kind of like the stock ones. I think the stock ones look better. We already did brakes. Hood. Ooh, hood accessories. I'd do some catches on there. Should we do a custom hood? Dude, this is going to be so mean, bro. We need to figure out what we're doing for an actual color, though. Oh, that's pretty sick. Dude, all of these are sick. I think I'm going to go with the triple vented hood. That looks pretty good to me. All right, interior. Shoot, let's wait and figure out what we're going to do for a color. Okay, so we can have some racing liveries on here. I don't really like the racing style liveries with all the sponsors and stuff like that, so we're going to keep it as it is. Let's check out our sprays. What are we going to do for a spray here?
Bubbles or something?
I honestly, I don't even know. All right. Let's try out... Should we go for a metallic? See, the red looks good and the burnt orange looks good. Trying to figure out what I want here. The blue doesn't look bad. Like, that looks pretty good, honestly. We could go with the typical black, but that's kind of boring if we're being honest. Shafter purple looks pretty good. We've been doing purple lately, though. We just did some purple in Forza Horizon. Dude, it's just such a cool, aggressive looking car. Like, I was thinking about going with something like this green, because it's different. It's something we don't really have at our garage, and I thought it looked sick. But it's such a cool and aggressive looking car. I don't want all of these hard angles and the wide body kit and stuff to get lost. You know what I mean? Because it's so dark, you can't really see it all the time. So I think I'm going to go with the classic ice white. I think we're going to be able to see way more of it with that. It's a simple color. It's a simple layout. But I think that's going to be the way to go. So we're going to go with that for that. And then we're going to do a classic black for the roof. And, I mean, white and black, you can never go wrong. But I don't know. I think it's such a beautiful car. I want to make sure we can see exactly what's going on here. So, ooh, do we want classic black or carbon black? Or graphite? I don't even know. Or we could even throw a color in here. That's getting a little bit too crazy. We're going to leave it as black. Okay, cool. That looks good. So we got that. On the roof, we put the carbon vortex generators, which are those little things. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, the vortex generators look better now. Okay, so we've got that. For skirts, definitely like that. The carbon low level. Spoiler. This is where it could get either really cool or really ugly. I liked our first one that we saw. Not going to lie. I liked this one a lot. We're going to go with that one, the tuner wing. Looks good to me. Transmission, turbo, wheels. Wheels we've got to change up. I'm not the biggest fan of these wheels. So, oh man, this is always tough. Bam! There they are. All right. So, almost like an R34 type looking wheel. I think it looks pretty good. There we have it. So, that is our new PROGEN ITALI GTB. I think it's pretty sick. I think I probably could have spent a little bit more time on it and got like a cool original, like super crazy color. But overall, I'm very happy with how this thing turned out. Like, that is a mean looking car. And I'm hoping it's pretty quick. So we're going to go ahead and go outside here. Hopefully this guy isn't still camping outside of our building. Actually, he's the pink dot over there to the right. That's funny. He is still out there. But wow, look at the rear end of this thing, bro. This looks nuts. It looks like a scowling owl. Like the taillights look like eyes that are kind of slanted and menacing. I don't know. I think this thing looks good. Woo! Holy cow, dude. My goodness, look at that bad boy. That is a good looking vehicle. All right. Now, as always, when we check out new vehicles and put new stuff in our garage, we're going to have to check this thing out in a race and see how she can do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go over, we're going to play a stunt series. Oop, there it is. All right, we're gonna load this up. We're gonna see where the game puts us, and I'm gonna see you guys there.
Your car is the shit. So hot.
You trying to let me get them digits though? All right, guys, look at this thing. I think it looks pretty mean. Like, the white is kind of traditional. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty basic. This is the Starbucks basic bish version of the car, but it still looks really good. Like, I'm happy with how it turned out. How did that guy already fall off? How? Oh my God. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. We're good. Oh gosh. We're okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Honestly, my hand was not entirely on the controller because I wasn't ready for this race to start. The race started way too quick. I didn't even have my fingers correctly on like the bumpers to be able to control it. We're gonna be okay here. We're gonna be okay. Woo! What is happening? I don't know if this lobby's lagging or what, but I'm seeing a lot of people going flying all over the place. Oh my gosh! Almost just knocked Tommy off right there. How is his reverse that strong? Do you guys see that? Dude, he just straight muscled us right out from that position. I definitely think our forward should be more powerful than his reverse. Okay, this is a wild race so far. I'm having a good time. Round 2, let's get it. Same race. Hopefully things go a little bit better. I mean, we had a decent start last time. Honestly, we didn't straighten ourselves out in that jump into the tube. And that was our downfall, but we're going to be okay here. Let's get it, guys. Woo! All right, just get around the losers off the start. That's all you got to do. Just stick away from the guys that are all running into each other and being crazy. Yes! Yes! Off to a first place start. Let's go, boys. Oh my God! What is happening? Why? This race is just prone to insanity, I guess. I don't know. All right. Things are going well so far. I'm not promising a win, though. It seems to be a pretty crazy race where everybody tends to lose. There are no true winners here. At least we had a little prequel there, so we need to slow down on that past corner. Slow down a bit. Okay, so we've got a nice little lead here. Got a fortunate start. We're gonna see how this thing can perform. This part of the track's all new to us because we were knocked off swimming with the fish. We were playing depth back there with those guys. Okay. Nice. We're actually looking really, really good here, guys. Let's get it. Woo! So this thing's solid. I mean, you guys, we even saw it in the first race. Honestly, it was mostly user error, but just unfortunate timing and stuff. But the first race, I mean, this thing takes off. This thing has a really, really good acceleration. And both times, we have massively distanced ourselves from the pack, especially right at the start of the race, which I think is one of the most important things you can have in a vehicle. Getting ahead of the pack at the start of a race, I mean, part of it has to do with spawns and where you are in the pack, the starting lineup. But, I mean, that can make or break a race, as you guys are seeing here. Once we get into first, as long as we don't do anything too crazy or slow down too much on the turns, we should be able to finish this thing out. Just gonna keep grinding, baby. Alright, so this is gonna be a 2-lap race. Oh gosh. What the heck? Alright, we wanna make sure we aim left next time we come through here. I was not ready for that, but we did alright. Hopefully there's a pile up back there for everybody else. Oh my gosh, dude. It's a little slippery on the corners, I'm not gonna lie. We've been spinning out in the tubes. It's a little slippery on the corners. Even these corners here, I have to slow down a little bit more than I do with some other cars. Just because it's, I don't know, that rear end wants to get away from you for sure. But it's not unbearable. That's a trade-off you get with a super fast acceleration, I guess. Acceleration's the plus, and that's going to be the minus for us. It's a light vehicle, so of course you're going to have that. Light vehicle with a lot of power is going to be prone to it. All right, here we go, guys. So, lap number 2. Let's take everything that we've learned so far and apply it. Hopefully this is a smooth lap and we can hold on to our lead here. Not even seeing where the other guys that are racing are. Let's focus on what's in front of us, though. Alright, slow around that corner's key. Oh, gosh. Definitely too far to the left there. Oh, that could have been bad without the orange area. Woo! Guys in second and third are still fighting, and that's giving us a major lead here. Yes. Alright, so coming up here, I forget which jump it is, but we want to be aimed to the left. If we're aimed to the left, we're not going to have to worry about those middle dividers. Dude, I love the aesthetics of this car. The performance is pretty good. It's not the best car in the game, definitely, but it's got to be up there. I don't know the actual stats, so don't take that for fact, but just based off of feel, it feels really good. And then it looks really good. Looks even better. All right. Here we go, boys. Woo! Let's get it. What's that big, fat, wide body one that's really heavy? Like the RB 18, 28, 17, something like that. Not even sure which one it is. That one destroys on this track because it's so heavy. It just goes around those corners with no issues. This one, not quite as much. I remember the first time we raced this track was with that heavy one. All right, anyway, guys. It looks like because we got off to such a good start and got away from the pack, we're going to be able to finish this thing out in first place, which is very exciting. Woo! We're going to finish with a pretty good lap time, too. I feel like it's been a good lap. All right, there it is, guys. Nice and easy all the way to the finish. Absolutely demolishing performance out of this thing. I wish I could say the same out of both races. Unfortunately, the first one we drew the short end of the stick there, but this thing's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with how it performs, and this is definitely not the last time you guys get to see it here in this series. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace out.